Hello and welcome to another video from Paraplays, and today we're going to be looking at Historium. So I'm going to be doing this live. This is the first time I've actually tried this title, and I've got 3 keys to give away. So if you want to win a copy of this game, simply leave a message in the box below. It can be funny, serious, it could even be a little bit of historical fact you think might make my message stand out a little bit more than the others, and I always get itchy nose in VR. I shall pick the winners at random, or let Echo, I did in the previous one, let her pick. So, here we are. And it's a cloudy, grim sky here. And the clouds got a really weird movement when I move my head. And we have a laser pointer. And here we are. Historium VR. Relive the history of Bruges. Menu, start the journey, explore historical, credits, exits. And we've got like a beautiful castle door here, and I can see there's some quite nice detail on here. And my laser's gone red, now it's gone green. Audio, settings. You know what? Beautiful fireworks. Let's just start our journey.
Ah, there you are again. Nice to see you. Thanks to those magic glasses you're wearing, I can show you a bit more about 15th century Bruges and its role as a trading centre. Let's go through the gateway.
Really
and I'll
nice.
give you a peek of the Golden Age.
I feel like I'm floating.
Our journey starts on the high seas.
I almost feel like I can reach out and touch it. Waiting for Historium. Oh wow! That is brilliant.
At the moment, we are in a caravel,
Oh.
flying the Portuguese flag.
I actually got vertigo.
Behind us. We're not alone, are we? Can you see all those ships? Ships from both Northern Europe and Southern Europe are all transporting merchandise, because at this moment in history, Bruges is the trading center of Western Europe. Can you see the cargo on the deck below? It consists of dyes, spices, and silk, all ready to be traded in Bruges.
Great depth
These
here.
seagoing vessels were so large, they could not sail all the way to Bruges. They berthed in an outer port near Bruges, Sluis.
Really feels like I could fall off here at this particular. It's not the crow's nest, is it? I don't know what they quite call it. That is really fantastic. I mean, it's really it gives VR is so fantastic when it comes to scale and depth. It really does feel like all the way up there is, 200 foot. I did feel like I was slightly not on the floor.
We've arrived in Sluis. This is where the merchandise is transferred to smaller boats
This is wonderful.
or stored in warehouses. We'll be leaving here soon and navigating the canal through the polders, straight to Bruges. The merchandise which was shipped along this channel was only allowed to be sold in Bruges.
This is beautiful, guys. This really gives an amazing representation of history and learning opportunities with VR. It really does. This sort of stuff really does interest me. I mean, this is. Oh my God! Can you imagine if this was in like 12th century England, going through medieval times and learning about, say, York? Oh Jesus! You made me jump. Fucking hell! I do feel like I'm a little bit, scale-wise, a little bit off. This is fantastic. Teach me more, please. I want to learn this.
So, we have already traveled about 10 miles, and we can see the dam port in front of us.
Oh, that's big.
For merchant ships, this was the only way to get into Bruges. It's starting to get dark. But don't worry, there's a rampart surrounding the town, so it's safe here.
Sounds a little bit like Alan
Welcome
Rickman.
to Bruges.
Oh my god, you know, I've often thought ridiculous at Silver Hat time again that I actually lived in a previous time. I have such a connection with York. There's something about York whenever I go there. And just, you know, I would have loved to have lived in this time period when men were men, gentlemen, ladies were ladies, and I don't know, it's just something about it.
Do you recognize the keys?
Look at that.
They allow Bruges to operate as a kind of inner port. On the right, you can see the great crane used to unload heavy items. Can you see the men walking in the tread wheels? We call them
Hamsters.
the crane children. Hey there! That barrel is swinging around pretty violently. Is it full of French wine? Or maybe it's just heroin? Oops! Cargo overboard!
Look out!
Everything all right? Now, watch your head. We're going under the bridge.
This is just amazing. This is amazing.
Have a look in front of us. In a minute, we'll be navigating into the famous Waterhalle. You can see the silhouette of the Belfry Tower next to it. Aren't they a beautiful couple, those two?
It reminds me of The Witcher.
The Waterhalle is a kind of covered harbour. Merchandise is stored here, or immediately traded on the market. Scottish wool for Germany, Spanish oil for England,
Just that
Flemish
beautiful
cloth for Portugal,
architecture.
German
And
fur
just,
for Italy, citrus fruits from Spain, or Flemish tapestries for Italy, ivory for Paris,
this is just like
Flemish paintings for Florence.
you could literally just sit on this boat and go through the
All
city
the
and
best
just enjoy
products
it.
you can imagine from all over Europe are traded here.
Rats.
For 5 centuries, this building was the pride of the great trading metropolis of Bruges.
Detail in
Hey!
here.
It was demolished
Fantastic.
at the end of the 18th century. Historium stands on the very same site. Even today, the medieval canal still passes below. The stacked merchandise can be seen above you. If we disembark here, we'll be on the market immediately. But I've got a better idea.
I'm really absolutely blown away by this. The future of if these guys do.
So, we can see the market perfectly from this structure. To our left, you can still see the giant Waterhalle, 100 meters long, 40 meters high. To its left, you can just see the tip of the great crane. And right in front of us is the Belfry of Bruges, of course. Have you noticed that the tower isn't yet at its highest? We'll have to wait another century for that.
Oh,
By the way, I hope you're not scared of heights.
whoa.
Because to end, we're going to fly to the Berg.
Oh, that felt weird. Now I've got used to it. Just imagine that I'm a bird flying. Whoosh. Guys, I think I can already tell you what I think of this before the experience is even
There
finished.
we are.
This is
the
amazing.
Berg Square. It
that the
houses
Hangman's?
our beautiful town hall.
No.
And of course, the Chapel of the Holy Blood. But we have come here for St. Donation's Church. For here, in a side chapel, hangs von Eyck's painting that was commissioned by Canon von der Paul. St. Donation's Church later became the Cathedral of Bruges. Sadly, however, it was destroyed following the French Revolution.
Damn them French.
Fortunately, the
Fucking
painting
frogs.
was saved, and we
Oh,
can
that's all right then.
today admire it in all its glory at the Hoonigan Museum.
Hooligan
with
Museum.
Anna, Or maybe I should say, the Madonna on the throne.
Madonna with the big boobies.
And Canon von der Paul still on his knees. And here, our journey comes to an end.
Oh,
I
no.
hope you had fun and still have time to enjoy all the beautiful things that can be found in Bruges. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon.
Oh, I hope that's not the end. That was fantastic. Oh. Now, that says start and that's explore. What's that one then? Ah. Oh. Oh, so it looks like you can go to each place. I presume that's just going to take us directly to. Is that just going to like the reload menu just to take us?
The Danport was a city gate of Bruges. It was part of the old medieval defensive ring around the city. The complex consisted of 3 different ports: the St. Nicholas Gate, the St. Leonard Gate, and the Spey Port. The gates were demolished gradually, and in 1660 a new port was built to replace the complex. This port was given the name Danport. Around 1870, this port was also demolished. Of the entire complex, only one defensive tower can still be seen. The canal that now leads to Dam was dug in 1811 to 1814 by order of Napoleon Bonaparte.
It's just... It is fantastic, guys. This really is impressive. Let's just have a look at one more before we say au revoir. I don't know which one. Waterhalle, whatever that is.
The Waterhalle, a covered harbour, was Bruges' wonder of the world on account of its unique construction.
I love their apples, don't
The
they?
Waterhalle was mainly a warehouse for all the goods that came into Bruges. There was a large attic where these goods were stored. On the ground floor, under the open arches, were shops which gave on to the market square. Women of easy virtue occupied these at
Women
night.
of easy virtue.
In 1787, it was
Woman.
decided in Brussels to demolish the Waterhalle, despite loud local protests.
There it was. Plenty of poo-tang down here, that's what you're saying. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to make you watch the rest of it, but needless to say, I really wish there was more to this. I really do wish that there was more to this experience. This really does give an amazing insight into where VR is going to go and education.
The Great Crane of Bruges was widely famous. Bruges itself was also famous, and her crane was a model that differed from those in the south and even those in the north. As a port city, there were a lot of foreigners that moved around by boat. That was a great form of news dissemination and made the crane even more famous. Vessels reached the crane square, where their goods were unloaded by the crane. The lifting mechanism of the crane was driven by young, strong men who walked in the large wheels of the crane.
Yeah, anyway, guys, that's enough of this. All I can say is this, without a shadow of a doubt, is a 10 out of 10. An experience that you must try this. It's fantastic. I only really wish there was more of this. It was bigger and longer. I could stay in here for half an hour easily and just learn about things and the journey through, like at Jorvik Biking Centre. You sit on the little cart and it goes through and you just learn things. Love this. This is where VR is fantastic. Anyway, so I've got 3 keys to give away. Leave a message in the box below on why you think you should win this key, and I will be more than happy, sir, or madam, to give you a key for this. This has been Museum, Journey of Bruges. Fantastic. Thanks for watching. I've been Paraplays. This has been an absolute must-have. Goodbye. Where are them bloody apples? Get gone with you.